Hi, it's me again. It's John the Walking Bible Dear Jr. back again, and we're going to move ahead to down the script. Here's the script again. We covered these first couple items here on SAVE-USA-1, and now we're coming down here. I'm just going to say a word or two about the and here I listed it as experimental spiritual engineering ministry. Actually, I've got another name for it. I'll show it to you right here. And then we're going to go outside to the sign display because the lighting is good out there. And then later on tonight, I can put the finish the rest of the script. Okay, this is a project I'm working on also. It's the Heavenly Research Engineering Ministry. This will probably be the YouTube video name for it. Of course, it'll be on my channel, Lightning Rod PBN. And people think, what do you need an engineering development ministry? Well, first of all, we're not trying to reinvent the gospel. That's just fine the way it is. But I'm not Luther Burbank trying to invent new seed. I'm like Cyrus McCormick, with a reaper, trying to mechanize, the harvesting of the souls. My thing is state-of-art gospel outreach and systematic Bible study. Now, here is a Bible verse that say, give me a Bible verse. Well, it's real simple. Ecclesiastes 10:10. A dull axe requires great strength. Be wise and sharpen the blade. And here are some examples of some labor-saving church inventions: the printing press, the photocopier, electric lights, social media, microphone, telephone, etc. And here's another labor-saving church invention I'm working on. I call it the Online Soul Combine. In other words, a website that's extremely user-friendly, and my thing is the history of power farming. And that's really my thing. And what if you could make a website that would harvest souls, systemically, like a combine, modern combine. You get people into like here's the header house right here, and you go into the and then into the separator right there, and you separate the souls, saved souls. You see right there, and that represents the church, and it's headed over to heaven. It's like a grain elevator right there. But it all systemically, it's basically the same thing as a modern combine harvester. You see this little slogan right down at the bottom: we're blind to what we can't imagine. This is a YouTube video. Here is the title of the video: The Story of the Wheelbarrow. We are blind to anything beyond our imagination. Here is the YouTube channel. Now, you might want to just take a break there and watch this right now, or come back at the end of the video. But it's really great video, and I definitely recommend it to you. The Story of the Wheelbarrow. We are blind to anything beyond our imagination. Okay, so we're back to Heavenly Research and Development Ministry down here, and there, of course, is the notarized documentation, and I'm claiming that title is intellectual property. This is one of the pages I did on my website, wild-1.com. I call it the Kitty Hawk effect. For thousands of years, flying was assumed to be impossible. And then, of course, once the Wright brothers did it and broke the impossibility barrier, less than 10 years after that, or about 10 years after that, Igor Sikorsky, a Russian, halfway around the world, that had never met the Wright brothers, invented a 4-engine bomber transport plane for Tsar Nicholas before the Bolshevik Revolution. And there's a picture of it right there. Here is an actual picture of the plane that was built, I think it was 1914. It was a 4-engine airplane. You can see by the size of the guy standing next to it. The wingspread was actually longer, I think, than the Wright brothers' first flight. It was something like about 100 feet. Here's another web page I did about it on WOW1. The Kitty Hawk effect, a simple catalyst that started a worldwide technical reaction. From breaking the possibility barrier from 1903 to Igor Sikorsky's 1914 4-engine World War strategic bomber in about 10 years. There's another picture. Here's another picture of it. You can see how small these guys are. They're microscopic. You look at these guys right there. This thing was huge. A wingspan, I think, of around 100 feet or so. This is an actual modern flying replica of the thing to prove the plane actually did fly. And here is another picture of the modern replica of it right here. Then read this little text right down here. For, thousands of years farming hadn't changed much. Then all of a sudden there was the power farming revolution. Why not apply the same principles to the agriculture and so forth? Just read that little script down there. I believe it'd be possible to apply the Kitty Hawk effect to modern farming. The hardware, I mean, everything is off-shelf hardware. You don't have to invent anything. You got everything that's available. All you have to do is put it together. And I'm looking for a few possibility thinkers that would like to work with me on this project. Okay, that was the Kitty Hawk effect right there. And now we're going to go out to the outdoor sign display, where I got the sign about this, that for the Save the USA thing. I'll go out and take a look at that while it's still light outside, and then I can finish the rest of the video later on this evening. Okay, this is my outdoor engineering this display sign field test. Where I test the signs for visibility, the threat, how far away you can read them. For ultraviolet, how durable they are, resisting ultraviolet, and also for how the wind affects them. This one little sign right up here, God sees you. This one is a real challenge because of the way it reacts to the wind. I'm also thinking about doing some whirly gigs because they get attention. But all the years I've spent designing and building and flying experimental airplanes, and that's been years and years and years. I started out when I was 5 years old. My dad was an engineer at General Electric, and you can't anticipate everything that can go wrong, from whether the thing works or you have any safety issues. This little size is how I'm using to test, so that these little things right here don't blow off and cause collateral damage and that kind of thing. I call this little project here the Experimental Civic Betterment Project. Like it says in Deuteronomy chapter 6, about verse 4, bind the word of the Lord on your forehead, bind it on your tefillin, on your door, on your mezuzah. Imagine what if you had signs like this posted all over town reminding people how they should treat each other. Here's one that should raise some eyebrows, get a second glance. Are you ready to die? And then here's some of the Bible verses right here. Over there in James, your life is like a vapor. Hebrews 9:27. Everybody's going to die, and after that, the judgment. Right down at the bottom here. Eternity is too long to be wrong. Here's another sign right here. To God, all lives matter, and here's the scriptural documentation on that. Okay, I'm going to conclude this video right now. This was video 2, and the next video will be video 3. But I'm going to go outside, and I want to make some video out there, and I got to free up what's on this memory on this phone here, so I can go out and record that material, and then I'll come back to video 3. Video 3 will just be a continuation of this script right here.